Welcome to Vsb News Online for Tuesday, February the 3rd. I'm Charles Webb. Don't make the mistake of thinking your children are being handled by guidance counselors with cynical attitudes towards careers and discipline. They are a thing of the past, according to Leanne Simmons, education officer responsible for counseling. As she told Vsb News' Brian Darby, we now have dedicated professionals with master's degrees and hands-on experience in the classroom, and the work they are doing in our public schools is absolutely priceless.
In Bermuda, in our public school system, we have 38 counselors from preschool to S4.
Now they teach as well as counsel.
Yes. We follow a model, a national model that's well researched. There are 4 components of our delivery section, which includes classroom guidance. So that's the teaching part, where we go in and we do things like decision making. We have career planning. We always hear counselors aren't doing anything around career planning. We are, from preschool right up to S4. We do individual planning, that's meetings with parents and their students, and we talk about life after high school. And we start that at P5. People don't realize that. So at P5, we are laying the foundation, planting seeds to say, there is life after high school. Have you started thinking about what you're going to do?
You better.
And as a parent, I had to add a little humor. I had a student once, and the student said, well, I think I'm just going to chill for a year. I said, does your mother know that? And so just having the conversation where the parents and the students are really talking together about life after high school.
So you're a teacher, you get the feeling that you want to be a counselor too. You have to get qualified, you have to have a master's degree. So these are people who really know both sides of life. And I suppose you get to ask to see them, or do they make a point of looking out for you?
We have different ways of getting referrals. We have students that self-refer. If you're in any primary school and you come lunchtime, the counselor's office is one of the busiest offices. They want their turn at primary. When is it my turn? And we're so engaging, so that's one of the reasons. So it's parents can refer, teachers of course refer, but definitely students can refer themselves.
It must have its frustrations too.
Oh, yes, lots of frustrations. Not so much with the job, but just with life. Things are not always as it seems on the surface, and we have to sometimes dig deep and really pull back layers to really understand what's going on. And of course, what's happening in the community does come into the classroom, does come into the children's lives, and the counselors are there to bridge that gap. I do want to say that, some people have an idea of what a guidance counselor was in the past. We are professional school counselors. Guidance counselor is an obsolete term.
Good.
As you said, we have master's degrees, but there are some horror stories. Oh, my guidance counselor said I'll never amount to anything. We have evolved so far from that.
A number of important changes have been made to the popular Shaman Art Prize competition, now about to celebrate its 7th unveiling through the auspices of the Masterworks Museum of Art. For starters, the Shaman Prize has become a biennial event and will be awarded in 2015. It will present $21,000 in cash awards, but these have been restructured. The grand prize will still be $10,000, but a new prize of $5,000 has been established to recognize non-professional artists who show exceptional promise or ambition. In addition, judges have been introduced this year's worth $2,000 to be awarded at the individual judge's discretion. Finally, there will be no set theme for 2015 competition, but it should be noted by the artists that Masterworks encourages Bermuda-inspired artwork. The deadline for entry is 5 p.m. on Thursday, June the 25th. A change in U.S. rules, which effectively has signaled a vote of confidence in the Bermuda reinsurance market, has had a positive impact on startup activity. As a result, Bermuda's financial regulator, the BMA, reports it has registered 89 new insurance entities in the last year and seen a strong growth in the life reinsurance sector. Vsb News' Chris Lodge has more.
The Bermuda Monetary Authority said last night 4 new Class E insurers, each required to have total assets of more than $500 million, started business last year with combined assets of more than $2 billion. BMA's Director of Licensing and Authorizations, Shelby Weldon, saying the most significant area of growth in 2014 was in long-term life sector, with 4 new Class E insurers, 5 Class C insurers, and 1 Class A insurer establishing in Bermuda during the year. This compared to 6 long-term registrants in 2013. An influencing factor in the growth of long-term sector was the National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC, granting conditional qualified jurisdiction status to Bermuda in December of 2013. In addition to the 10 long-term insurers, 16 new captives, 11 new commercial insurers writing general business, and 28 special purpose insurers registered during 2014. In terms of the beneficial ownership of the new insurers, the United States is far and away the most significant jurisdiction once again, with Bermuda and Europe second and third respectively. I'm Chris Lodge, Vsb News.
And we'll be back with more news right after this.
The Marketplace Food Court is you and your family's one-stop shop. Start your day at the Breakfast Bar with omelets made to order and traditional Bermuda codfish breakfast. The chefs will cook lunch and dinner to your liking. Along with the salad bar, sandwich bar, sushi bar, and fruit bar, the Marketplace Food Court is your kitchen away from home. Every day is hassle-free with nutritious meals from the Marketplace Food Court. Visit us 7 days a week. Homemade cooking, quality service, all at prices you can count on.
If you wish to take advantage of the Restaurant Week, you have 48 hours before it comes to an end for this year. Tashay Thompson, who is overseeing the program for the Bermuda Tourism Authority, says that while this year is turning out to be a success, there are even better things in store on next year's menu.
It's been extremely positive and extremely overwhelming. We've talked to quite a bit of the restaurant owners as well as managers, and they've had some really positive feedback. They've seen an increase in participation in the individuals dining at their respective establishments, and the new incorporation of our People's Choice Award and the Bermuda Inspired Menu has been extremely well received. So we're really happy and pleased with Restaurant Weeks 2015.
Now, I've experienced 1 or 2 of the restaurants. Did the visitors have the same opportunities?
Oh, yes, most definitely. The visitors were definitely encouraged to dine at all participating restaurants. We had Marathon Weekend here, the first week of Restaurant Week, and they received all the information about the participating restaurants and the offers that were available. So we've been pushing this to our visitors, not only through our hotel, our concierge, visitor information center, as well as our website, to really encourage visitors to take advantage of the offerings available.
Now, I was surprised that high-end restaurants like Waterloo Inn and Tucker's Point were participants. How'd you get them involved?
Well, luckily, they've been on board since inception, so we're really happy that they see the value in participating during Restaurant Weeks, and we've been also able to add some new restaurants, and I think it's just a great opportunity during that time frame when business can be a little bit slow, to do something a little bit differently and offer some really great specials and some deals to, again, increase traffic to the respective establishments. So we're really excited and happy with the partnerships with Tucker's Point and Waterloo, and also the new additions such as Red Steakhouse for Restaurant Weeks 2015.
Now, it's a bit early in the game, but are you in a position to say what will happen next year?
Well, next year, we're always looking to make these initiatives bigger and better. And, once we receive the feedback reports and once we receive the surveys, we'll be in a better position to advise about 2015. But, again, we're looking at increased participation. I think the Bermudian Inspired Menu was well received, so we're looking for participating restaurants who didn't participate this year to definitely be on board for next year. But we've got some exciting times and things coming down the pipeline, so I can't wait to see what 2016 holds for us.
Nicholas Heath, General Director of the Opera a la carte, accepts that opera is an acquired taste, but in Verdi's La Traviata, which his renowned group performed this week as a part of the Bermuda Festival, he has the ideal first encounter. Talking to Vsb News' Brian Darby about the beautiful opera, he picked up on the suggestion that opera demonstrates the majesty of music.
I'm so glad you said the word majesty, because actually that's one of the stage directions I give to the cast at the beginning, at this wonderful opening, and we can hear in the background the opening of the whole piece, and I said this has to have majesty, it has to have presence and style, and we've set it in the 1930s so that hopefully people can relate to it a little bit more than setting it in the 18th century, which the original was, due to censorship,
Yes.
I might add.
It's quite risque, isn't it?
It is quite risque. I think in England we say we're not putting anything in it that will scare the horses. I suppose here in Bermuda it would be the feral chickens.
Yes.
Exactly. I have noticed a few around. And no horses. I haven't seen any horses up to now.
We have those too. And we also have opera fans.
And what about opera fans?
You are.
I think we are looking for people who may not have been to opera before, as well as seasoned opera goers. I think that's the beauty of what we perform and the way we perform. We'll be performing throughout the auditorium. People will be running in and out up the corridors. You'll feel part of the party, I hope, if you come and join us on Wednesday, Thursday or Saturday.
So if you're terrified of opera, this is the place to get your problems taken care of.
I think so. I think it's a wonderful introduction to opera. It's a beautifully poignant story of emotional qualities that anybody can recognize, and the slightly racy parts of it really are not that offensive.
I would say that doing it your scale, the way that we see this week, takes away an enormous amount of problems and having to stage. But in fact, there's probably just as much staging going on in preparation.
I think absolutely. I think I see, we're filming on the set at the moment, and actually what we have here is the singers themselves become the set in a way. So you have to make sure that they are in the right position all the time, and the soloists are all here. What we're missing maybe is a chorus of 50 people, or depending where you're going to watch it, maybe 20 people singing the chorus. But we produce such a fantastic sound without microphones that you'll be pinned to your seats.
It's in Italian, so people can follow along.
Yes, I really suggest people look at the synopsis, that either read the story before they come. But having said that, the acting is so magnificent that you will understand the emotional state of each individual person on stage at any time.
And now we turn to Earl Baisden with the latest from the sports desk.
In a bid to provide a safe and structured environment, the Delwood Middle School, Bermuda Brazilian Football School, and the Bank of Bermuda Foundation have come together to provide just that. Beginning next week, the Bermuda Brazilian Football School will be providing coaches for after-school football and futsal at the Delwood Middle School, with the Bank of Bermuda Foundation supplying funds to help the youngsters get snacks and drinks during the program. Cal Blankendow, the Bermuda Brazilian Football School CEO, expressed the importance of this program. David Lang, the managing director of the Bank of Bermuda Foundation, said helping this program was an easy decision for the committee. Delwood Middle School Deputy Principal Todd Fox said the program is a helpful one that the teachers use to help motivate the youngsters. Following the 11 Bermuda Football Association's first and Premier Division matches. We can now take a look at the top scorers and the standings in both divisions. A total of 40 goals were scored over the last week in the two divisions. 15 goals came in the Premier Division, while 25 goals came in the First Division. The Premier Division sees the Somerset Trojans as the league leaders with 24 points. Hamilton Parish are in second with 23 points, while the PHC Zebras are in third on goal difference over the North Village Rams. Both have 19 points. Caston Lewis from the Flanagan's Onions is the league leading goal scorer with 12 goals. Antoine Russell from Robin Hood has 9 goals. Shakir Smith from the PHC Zebras is in third with 6 goals. Clay Darrow from the Dandytown Hornets, Keishan Bean from the North Village Rams, Shane Hollis from Hamilton Parish, and Sequoia Robinson from the PHC Zebras all have 5 goals on the season. The First Division is currently being led by the Boulevard Blazers with 33 points. Devonshire Colts are in second with 30 points, while the Somerset Eagles are in third with 26 points. Ian Coke from the Boulevard Blazers is the league-leading goal scorer with 17 goals, while his teammate Ty Vince Douglas is in second with 15 goals. Kyle Jones from the Devonshire Colts has 14 goals on the season, while Lisandro Simons, also from the Devonshire Colts, has found the back of the net 11 times. If day one of the Colvia Long Course Senior Invitational Swim Meet is any indication, it's going to be a very competitive long course season. On a chilly, windswept day at the Colvia's Prep Marian Collis Aquatic Facility in Miami, Lisa Blackburn, a Bermuda national record holder, did very well in her first meet representing South Florida Aquatic Club. At 43, the oldest swimmer in the field, Blackburn won the 100-meter breaststroke, touching the wall in a time of 1:18.46. Blackburn finished second in the 200-meter breaststroke, clocking a time of 2:54.17. And she finished fourth in the 50-meter freestyle with a time of 28:93. Tahira Butterfield represented the University of Albany's women's track and field team during the 2015 Armory Track Invitational. She competed in 2 events. In a field of 107 competitors, Butterfield finished 76th, recording a time of 26:55. She finished 4th during Heat 2. Butterfield finished 65th while taking part in the women's 60-meter race, crossing the line in a time of 7:98. Bermuda began taking part in the Junior Davis Cup in El Salvador. Bermuda is being represented by Dylan Powell, David Leader, and Luke Axrite Sterling. Unfortunately, Bermuda got off to a bad start, going down 3-0 to Costa Rica, who is the top team in the group. Paul was first up, but he lost 6-love, 6-1. Axrite Sterling went down 6-love, 6-love in the second match. The doubles team of Leader and Paul were defeated 6-love, 6-2. Noah Brown and his 22nd ranked Amherst College men's squash teammates earned a 5-4 victory over number 20 ranked West Lane during the Three Little Championship on day 1. Brown was down 2-0 from the number 1 spot before claiming 3 straight wins to prevail and take the win. Brown took on Guy Davison, with Davison winning the first game 11-6. Davison went up 2-0 when he won the second game 11-8, but Brown would come back strong, winning the third game 11-7. He then won the fourth game 11-6. He then closed out the match, winning the fifth and final game 11-9. In Friesenbrook Maya Continental Bowling League action at the Warwick Lanes, it saw the Quickie Licky Laundry defeat the Pin Jammers 25-5. New Hope defeated the Pin Splitters 25-5, while the Oddballs defeated the Nifty Rulers 18-12. The Spice Nicks got by Bermuda Pest Control 21-9, and the Invaders defeated the Cubs 21-9. I'm Earl Baston reporting for VSB Sports.
Looking at the weather for Wednesday, February the 4th, there will be partly sunny skies. Winds will be northeasterly, moderate, easing northeasterly, light to moderate, and gradually varying southeasterly by late at night. We are expecting a high near 64 and a low near 58. This weather report is courtesy of the Bermuda Weather Service. Well, thanks for watching VSB News Online for Tuesday, February the 3rd. I'm Charles Webb.